The year is 2014, and your mom has given you unrestricted internet access. You see, as a kid, I originally used it to watch cats do silly cat things, play Club Penguin and Animal Jam. But then I heard kids talk about a game. Not wanting to feel left out, I check it out, and discover Markiplier on the progress, by the way. But suddenly, now I'm having nightmares and seeing Foxy in the corner of my bedroom. The game I'm of course talking about is Five Nights at Freddy's. And also its insane fan base from the 2010s. And how cringe but beautiful it was, but also how cringe I was as a kid at this time. Because I was like 8 when it came out. Damn, it's been like 10 years, 10, 11. But the series and its fan base was really inspired my art style, though inspired my art and back then. But I didn't really get into art until I got into My Little Pony, which is probably what bred Five Nights at Pinky's back in the day. But there was so many animations, fan games, and comics that I still think about often to this day. Some good, some bad, and also some ugly. And I'm going to get into all that today. Our first topic in this video is comics, and by extension, comic dubs. I love comics. I still read a lot of comics. Though mostly I read fantasy, romance, manga. What can I say? I'm a sucker for the tropes in those comics. One I remember well is a comic by the name of Out with the Old. But there is so much more that I can't think of the name of all of them. But one I'm going to talk about is Springtrap and Delia? I don't remember. But yeah. Starting off with the ugly, though, there is videos that will explain further into this topic and series better than I can. But Springtrap and Delia follows the story of a 14-year-old girl named Delia and the fan-favorite animatronic known as Springtrap. After Delia brought the dead child murderer in a bunny suit home after finding him in an abandoned pizzeria. The comic portrayed what seems kind of like a father and daughter relationship, and I really wish that was the case. Created by a 16-year-old at the time, Grawolf Quinn? I don't know. Grawolfkin? Quinn? Whatever. Quinn. So, because of her being a child at the time, please do not go after the artist since she is no longer really have an internet presence, at least as far as I know. They could be a very different person now. The whole thing was that they were a pro shipper and would manipulate other people into ERP or erotic roleplay between 14-year-old Delia and Springtrap and draw suggestive drawings of them. And the screenshots really bring to light a lot of red flags within the comics if you didn't know anything about the creator. Though there was so many predators back in the fan base, like Vando Pony, who started his career making My Little Pony music, but then moved on to more FNAF songs and did a couple of Undertale songs. His main 3 songs were Survive the Night, Just Gold, and Balloons. Though he was sending suggestive pictures and texts to 14 and 16-year-old girls. And the person who made the fan game Dominibus has his own problems that are even too gross and sensitive for me into here. But now, on to the bad. Now, what do you get when you have some furry Chuck E. Cheese horror animatronics with dead children in them and a chronically online teenager? Shipping. So much fucking shipping. Oh my god. Let me mention, as a kid, I was part of this crowd once, and I have obviously outgrown that, though if you still ship them, good for you. I find it weird, or whatever makes you happy. I find it weird because they're all dead children in fursuits, and it's a horror game. Now, To mention the popular ones: Chica X Foxy, Freddy X Bonnie, Mango X Foxy. With me, on the other hand, I was a problematic one. As a kid, I would ship Springtrap and Mangle. There was a poorly animated series that I watched as a kid. I don't remember what the name of it, but I don't want to look for it because I don't want to relive that. But now on to my own childhood cringe. Okay, so in elementary school, I had, I think, 4 friends I would hang out with. And so people don't find me for bringing up their past, I'm gonna name them Seamus, Florida, and Ginger Boy. Okay, and me and Seamus, we were close. We were besties. We were tight. And the 4 of us would roleplay at lunch, on the school bus, and also the playground. I was Mangle because they were my favorite, and they have a special place in my soul as even in my adulthood. Seamus was Springtrap, Florida was Foxy, and Ginger Boy was Golden Freddy. So I can imagine the adults listening in on our lore, what? Every time I think back to the time, I would cringe, and now I'm sharing this with people on the internet. If I die tomorrow, this will be my legacy. Anyway, now to the good. There is so much good that came out of this series, and as much as I joke about the cringe and bad in every fandom, there is a beauty to it all, and I love all sides to the fandom. Some less than others, but so many famous YouTubers we all know and love today got their start on Five Nights at Freddy's, like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, MatPat, and his 100 theories on the game. But there is also amazing creators and series, FNAF VHS tape series, and Find Candies, Treasure Island, so on. My favorite part about the fandom was the music. Living Tombstones with songs like the FNAF 1 song, Been So Long, and Dying in a Fire. The DA games, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce their name, but the games. But they made Break My Mind, Left Behind, and It's Time to Die. And now we close off the video with the release of Security Breach, Ruin, and Help Wanted To. It made me happy to see the fandom make a comeback, like it did. And of course, Roxy becoming my new favorite animatronic, because me too, girl, me too. With Into the Pit coming out, I'm excited to see it and probably play it because it looks so fucking good. And I hope you guys enjoyed my speed paint and me yapping about my childhood cringe. Little losers.
Your little smile is all I remember. Those fuzzy memories mess with my temper. Justification is killing me. This killing isn't justified. What happened to my